In this video we will be seeing the top 10 of the largest stadiums in the world and the capacity of spectators that fit in them. I hope you like the video. Let's go there. 10. ANZ Stadium, Australia, 83,500 spectators. Stadium Australia, known for sponsorship reasons. ANZ Stadium, and formerly Telstra Stadium, is a multi-purpose stadium located within the Sydney Olympic Park, in the suburban Homebush district of the city of Sydney, capital of the state of New South Wales, in Australia. The opening and closing ceremonies of the Sydney 2000 Olympic Games were held in this stadium, as well as the athletics competitions and the football final. Its owner is the Stadium Australia Group and its dimensions are 105 by 70 meters. It is the second largest stadium in Australia, with almost 84,000 spectators and one of the most modern in existence today. 9. Borg El Arab Stadium, Egypt, 86,000 spectators. Inaugurated in 2006, this stadium is located in the area near Borg El Arab in Alexandria in Egypt and is the second largest stadium in Africa, owned by EFA, Egyptian Football Association. In it we can locate an athletics track that surrounds the soccer field covered with natural grass. It was designed by the Egyptian Armed Forces Corps of Engineers. Since the years 2015 to 2016, this stadium has been the venue for the final match of the Egyptian Cup of Football. 8. Bukit Jalil National Stadium, Malaysia, 87,411 spectators. In Kuala Lumpur we find this gigantic stadium in the Sukan Negara National Sports Complex, with capacity for 87,411 people inside, which was inaugurated on September 11, 1996, becoming the official stadium of the Malaysian soccer team. The 1998 British Commonwealth Games and the 2007 Asian Cup were held there. 7. Azteca Stadium, Mexico, 87,523 spectators. Grupo Televisa is the owner of this great soccer stadium located in Mexico City. The Azteca Stadium is a soccer stadium located in Mexico City, with a capacity for 87,000 spectators, thus being the largest in Mexico, the second in America and the seventh in the world. It was designed by the architects Pedro Ramirez Vázquez and Rafael Mijares Alcerica, and its construction began in 1962 as part of the project to host the 1970 World Cup. It was inaugurated on May 29, 1966 with a friendly match between the America and Torino teams, which ended with a draw at 2 goals. The first goal was the work of the American player Arlindo dos Santos. It is the only stadium that has been the scene of 2 FIFA World Cup finals, considering that in Brazil 1950, by regulation, a final as such was not played, 67 in the Championships of Mexico 1970 and Mexico 1986. In the first the final saw the consecration of Pelé as the king of football, and in the second the consolidation of Diego Armando Maradona as a historical figure in world football. It is also the stadium that has hosted the most World Cup matches with 19. 6. Wembley Stadium, England, 90,000 spectators. This football stadium, which belongs to the Football Association (FA), is located in London, England, and has a capacity for 90,000 people thanks to its 105 by 68 square meter measurements, which makes it the largest stadium in the world. Largest in the UK and second in Europe. It is located in the place where the old stadium with the same name was built in 1923. In the new Wembley the England soccer team plays as a local. It annually hosts the FA Cup, English League Cup and Community Shield finals, as well as several UEFA Champions League finals. After the demolition in 2002 of the old Wembley and with the design of the architect Norman Foster, the door was opened to a new super stadium with a capacity of 90,000 spectators, which was completed in 2007. The cost of the project was around £757 million, 1,097 million euros. The construction of the new Wembley was part of the project for the London 2012 Olympic Games, where it hosted football tournament matches, both for women and men, including the finals of both. 5. Rose Bowl Stadium, United States, 92,542 spectators. In the city of Pasadena in Los Angeles, California, is the 5th largest stadium in the world, which opened in 1922 and has a capacity for 92,542 people. The cycling events of the 1932 Olympic Games were held here, as well as the Los Angeles Olympic Tournament in 1984, and it was also the venue for the United States World Cup Final in 1994 and the Women's World Cup Final in the '99. It has also hosted the final game of the National Football League Championship, the Super Bowl, 5 times in 1977, 1980, 1987 and 1993. 4. Soccer City Stadium, South Africa and 94,736 spectators. This football stadium in the city of Johannesburg, South Africa, has dimensions of 105 by 60 square meters of natural grass and a capacity for 94,700 spectators. It hosted matches of the 2010 World Cup, including the opening match and the final. It was built in 1987, having 78,000 spectators. It was partially demolished for the 2010 World Cup, and its capacity expanded to 94,700 seated spectators, making it the largest stadium in Africa and the 4th largest in the world. Most of South Africa's major football events have taken place at the stadium, as it is better suited to these events than nearby Ellis Park, where the 1995 Rugby World Cup final was played. 3. Camp Nou, Spain. 99,354 spectators. Located in the district of Les Corts, the FC Barcelona Stadium is the stadium with the largest capacity in Europe, with a capacity of 99,354 spectators thanks to its dimensions of 105 by 60 square meters. Being inaugurated on September 24, 1957, surface is covered by natural grass. In terms of notable events, the 1982 World Cup, the 1964 European Championship, the 1992 Olympic final, semi-final, the 1988-1989 European Cup final and the League final were held there. Of champions of 1998-1999, as well as the finals of the European Cup Winners' Cup in the years 1971-1972 and, 10 years later, in 1981-1982. It was also the venue for the final of the Fairs Cup in the years 1963-1964 and the final cups of the Generalissimo in 1963 and 1970. As well as the 2 finals of the Copa del Rey in 2010 and 2015. 2. Melbourne Cricket Ground, Australia. 100,024 spectators. This multipurpose stadium, 105 by 70 meters wide and with a maximum capacity of 100,024 spectators, is located in the suburban district of Yarra Park in Melbourne, Australia, which has been in operation since March 6, 1999. But if something that characterizes the MCG is its lighting towers, and it is that the 6 towers that give light to the stadium are the highest in the world. They measure 75 meters plus another 10 in length of the spotlights. These 6 towers are a symbol of the city. They have a weight of 130 tons of steel, and a diameter of 4.2 meters at the base by 2 at the highest end. The stadium hosts matches for the Australian cricket team, Melbourne Cricket Club, Victorian Bushrangers, Melbourne Stars, Cricket, Collingwood FC, Hawthorn FC, Melbourne FC and Richmond FC, Australian rules football. In addition, it has hosted rugby and European football matches. It is the largest stadium in the country, where the opening and closing ceremonies of the Melbourne Olympic Games in 1965 were held, as well as the Commonwealth Games in 2006. 1. Rungrado 1st of May Stadium, North Korea. 114,000 spectators. On Rungra Island, Pyongyang, in North Korea, is the largest stadium in the world, with a capacity of 114,000 spectators and was inaugurated on May 1, 1989. It is also the largest stadium in Asia. It has multiple uses, as it has an athletics track and a soccer field. The North Korean national team plays in this stadium. The name of the stadium comes from a combination of the names of Rungra Islet in the Taedong River, on which it is situated, and International Workers' Day or May Day. This stadium has the largest public capacity on the planet and a total space of 207,000 square meters, with seats for 114,000 people. The stadium has 8 floors and 60 meters above the roof of the stadium. The 16 arched rooftops intertwine to resemble the petals of a flower floating on the Taedong River, or like a parachute that has just landed, giving the impression of a dynamic sculpture. It has 80 exits. It was built in 2.5 years. If you liked the content of this video, I ask you to give me a like, activate the notification bell to be aware of future videos related to the world of football soccer. Do not forget to leave your comment on how you liked the video and suggestions for future topics.